Good damn morning, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. So how's your new year going so far? Good, we hope. It's been tough, hasn't it? Lots of us have woken up and smelt the roses, and some of us have smelt the coffee instead. All of us realize how quickly time's rushing past. You're that much closer to retirement and that much closer to not earning. But in the meantime, you got some catching up to do, huh? With crypto and the market's risky right now and inflation running over 8%, where are you going to put your money to keep up and beat it? You might want to talk to an expert at Noble Gold and run through the options for keeping your money safe. No pressure, no hassle, no call centers. This month, Noble Gold is giving away a free 1/10 of an ounce solid gold American Eagle coin with any qualifying plan you start. So just speak to someone who knows what they're talking about for once. How good would that feel? Call 877-646-5347 or visit noblegoldinvestments.com. That's noblegoldinvestments.com. Now, as you can see, I'm starting to populate the studio a little bit. Got some plaques, some old records I got signed when I was a DJ. Shout out to Elaine at the Navy SEAL Museum in Florida, sending me some very cool shit. See the card up there? They got this Jack Daniels that's only made for them. So I don't know if I'm going to have that on video, but I will be dipping into that. And they sent some, sent a mug for my wife, t-shirts, stickers for the kids and stuff. I mean, beautiful. I really appreciate that. As you can see, that's why I got it proudly displayed. And I got some things in the works with Miss Elaine, hopefully doing some things with the Navy SEALs down there in Florida. And I was out here in the studio, and it's in the morning, and I'm like, man, it's cold out here. That's why I got my hoodie on. But then I realized, the hell was that? Then I realized what I was going to be talking about, and I was like, oh, well, maybe it's not that cold out here. So unless you've been living under a rock that's under another rock, then you know about what's going on in Canada, eh? So the truckers up there have been blocking the border, blocking traffic and shit because they are standing up against Justin, that soft-handed bitch you got up there. And they're against the vaccine mandates. They have to be vaccinated to come across the border, and they have to quarantine and all this crazy shit that is just a hassle to them. Not to mention going against their rights to have complete autonomy over their body. Meaning, if I don't want it in here, you can't put it in here. This is mine. You talk about property, it gets no more my property than my body. And the Canadian truck drivers are saying, fuck that, because we tried to tell you we didn't want it. Now we have to show you that we don't want it. So, of course, Trudeau, that little weenie, you see that video of his wife singing some song? What the fuck was that? Was some shit. Shit you watch it so bad you can't even finish watching it. That's what it was. I had to turn that shit off. It was absolutely disgusting. It was like her rendition of Kumbaya or some shit. Man, they're so beta, it's disgusting. And if it's even possible for a woman to be beta, she's it. Because her husband's so damn beta, some of it has to rub off on her. That black-faced son of a bitch. So Justin got out there and was talking about how these Canadians, sorry guys, I like to be authentic here. So let me do my best to do Justin voice. So, the Canadian truckers, you guys can protest, but other Canadians don't want to see swastikas and Confederate flags waved in their face when they're just trying to go about their business as a Canadian. Hey, Justin, now I'm no American history buff, but I can tell you this. That's exactly what the Civil War is. It's American history, you idiot. Why would somebody be up there waving a damn Confederate flag? That's not where the war took place. That's like somebody from some South American country waving a flag for some civil war that took place in their country 200 damn years ago that I don't even know about. You got your notes mixed up. They must have passed you the notes from one of our quizzling, weak, spineless, turd politicians. They didn't hand you the Canadian one. They must have slipped you an American one, because that's what some American empty suit dumbass would say. There was a Confederate flag out there. I'm sorry, Justin Trudeau. There was a Confederate flag out there. There were no damn Confederate flags. And even if there were, even if someone was waving around a Nazi flag, send me a link. If you've seen that, I have it. But let's say there were some people down or up there, sorry, America's hat. Let's say there were some Canadian truck drivers or their supporters who were waving around a swastika or a Confederate flag. Number one, so what? They are not representative of the group at large. 99.9% of those people aren't there for that bullshit, whether they believe it or not. Number two, wrong country, stupid ass. Confederate flag's a little more south. And number three, so what? I don't hear any of the Canadians complaining, just your punk ass who won't go down there. And the Canadian truck drivers are saying, why doesn't he come down and talk to us? That's all we want. We want to talk. But no, he's too busy sending the cops there to confiscate their fuel and their food. So they can't fuel the trucks to sit there and fuel their bodies to sit there with the trucks. But like I was saying earlier, it's cold out here. But then I got to thinking about this story and I'm like, oh, no, it is not even close. I was looking at footage up there. You Canadians are some tough sons of bitches because it looked colder than a well digger's ass in Montana. It looked colder than penguin pussy and seal dick. That's cold. No, thank you, Canada. I will watch from afar. But why don't you get down there and talk to those people? Or even better, why don't you roll back some of your bullshit mandates and they will go away on their own? They will disappear because they will have no other reason to be there. That is, man, and you know it's bad when them nice-ass Canadians start doing something about it. Hey, we better sit here and block the road with our trucks, eh, you hoser? When they're out there doing that shit, you know it's a boot to get crazy. I'm sorry, guys. I just love saying a boot. But that is so fucked up. Countries, meaning America and Canada, that are so free, but when it really counts, when it really comes to some serious shit that's affecting our health or could affect our health, or for the simple fact, I don't want it. I don't want it. Period. That's the beauty of being from free countries, that you can just say, I don't want it. I don't have to give you a reason. I don't have to give you a backstory. I don't have to give you an alibi. All I have to say is, no, I don't want to do it. And that's it. But when it comes to us really saying we don't want to do it, we don't want to inject it in us, or even more importantly, our children, it falls on deaf ears, even though we are the reason that those ears are in those offices in the first place. All they understand is being removed. That's all they understand. So Canada, whatever your election cycle is, here in November, we have the midterm elections coming up. All these fuckers understand is being removed. They don't understand our cries to be left alone. They don't understand our cries to protect and educate our own children. Yes, we send them to school, but we send them to school to teach, for them to be taught the shit that we want them taught. We are the parents. We are the citizens. They obviously don't understand our words coming from megaphones or outside their offices or on their telephones or on the internet, emails and shit. They don't understand that. It's a language that's not hitting the right frequency. But one frequency that breaks through, you know, if you're riding along, I don't know I haven't heard this in a long time because I haven't listened to the radio in a minute, but you know how they have those emergency broadcast tests? And you'll be listening to your favorite song and all of a sudden it'll come out and it'll say, this is a test of the emergency broadcast system. Had this been a real emergency, this warning will be followed by information. Remember that? That's the frequency that breaks through them all. Okay? So the frequency that breaks through all their stupidity and not wanting to hear us and being fat and complacent off their power, the one frequency that breaks through all channels is being removed, getting voted the fuck out. So if Justin Trudeau, that soft-handed bitch, doesn't want to do it right, then get rid of his ass. That's the same thing we need to do down here in America. Get rid of these fuckers. They understand nothing else. So big shout out, big up to the Canadian truckers. Shout out to my man Christian up there, my Canadian connection. You guys be safe. Don't stop. Don't be relentless. Be absolutely relentless. Vote those fuckers out of there. Keep it safe, guys. Keep it warm. Somebody bring those truckers whatever popular Canadian pastries are and some coffee. All right? They deserve it. And like I said, if the Canadians are getting out there doing something, you know it's bad because those are some nice-ass people. Now, this New Year's is already whizzing by, isn't it? You're a year closer to retirement, but are you saving a year closer? If you're not and you're worried you don't make it, get in touch with Noble Gold about putting precious metals in your IRA or 401k. You won't get hassled. They'll just lay out your options. And this month, you'll be gifted a free 1/10 of an ounce solid gold American Eagle coin with each qualifying plan that you start. Call 877-646-5347 or visit noblegoldinvestments.com. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.